What are the things you see fundraisers doing most wrong in this process?
Oh, that's a loaded question. What do we see fundraisers doing wrong in this process? I'm going to start, then I'm going to turn it over to my team. There are two thoughts I have that come to mind right away. What is the longest 18 inches in the world? To reach for your phone and pick it up and put it to your ear and call the donor because emails don't count. So, just taking the time to call, make regular appointments to see them. If you're not doing that, you're going to fail. Secondly, in a donor meeting, and I just witnessed this wonderfully horrifying ask that a director of development made. He made an ask of a donor who is an existing donor, but we were asking for a stretch. It was a stretch ask. It was more than the donor has given in the past. He leaned in, he made the ask, and then immediately, without taking a pause, instead of making the ask, and then I want you friends to pick up a glass of water and take a long drink of water and don't say one other word while you allow a donor to process your question with a big ask. Because what he did was immediately turned around and walked back the ask and said, but if that's too much for you to think about, we would be great with just 25,000, or I don't know, maybe 30,000. And suddenly he was ping ponging all over the place. He went from a $500,000 ask to saying, well, even 25,000 would be fine. I wanted to crawl under the table. Actually, what I wanted to do was kick him under the table to say, how could you go from a $500,000 ask to walking it back to, well, 25 or 30 or just whatever the good Lord puts on your heart, basically. And so, friends, when you make an ask, stand in it. Don't walk back the ask. Be confident. You are not going to, the donor is not going to be angry. If anything, they will be flattered and say, I'm glad you think I have that much money. That's the worst thing they're going to say. But at best, they will maybe negotiate back down to 300 or 250, but don't go all the way down to 25,000 when you know you're in front of a donor who has capacity to make 500 a $500,000 gift if so moved.